Myself Sagar from ST and today we are going to see the differences between the REST web services and a SOAP web services. So let's look at the differences. So the first difference is SOAP is a protocol wherein the REST is the architecture. So when we say a protocol, that means it's a language which is used to do a communication between the client and the server. And when we say it's an architecture, REST is architecture, that means it's a design which uses the existing protocol to have a communication between the client and the server. So that's the first basic difference between these two web services. Now the next thing is SOAP exposes a behavior wherein the REST exposes a resource. So when we say behavior, that means it's a method or a logic which actually SOAP web services is exposing. Let's say an example. So doing an addition would be an behavior which would be exposed by the SOAP web services, wherein let's consider calculator to be a resource, and then we can use different methods to perform various operations. Okay, so let's take another example. Let's compare a database table to be a resource, and then we can use the existing HTTP operations to perform operations over it. So we can use a get to get the account, we can use delete to delete the account, and so forth. Now the next thing is this term is like in terms of consumption. So consumption, that means when you're writing any client, okay, a REST client would be written faster and would be less complicated when compared to a SOAP client. Why I'm saying this? Because when you are writing a client for the SOAP, then the first thing you need to do is you need to have a WSDL in place. Then you need to convert that WSDL into the stubs, and then you need to invoke the methods of that particular stub. But when we talk about the REST services, then we don't need to do it. We just have a JSON body with us if it is a post request, okay, but in case of GET request, we did not need to send anything to the server. So we can just use the HTTP connection, provide a URL to it, just assigning a method which needs to be used, get, post, delete something, and then just fire a request. That's it. So the conclusion is the client would be returned faster in case of REST as compared to the SOAP. Now the next thing is when we talk about the SOAP and when we say that SOAP is a protocol, so the inline data type which actually has been transferred from the client and the server is of type XML. So the XML data has been transferred in this channel. Okay, so the overhead of XML is very high, because when let's say we fire a SOAP request, okay, then we get a response which is in the form of XML. Then you need to use a document object, parse that particular document, and get any particular node out of it. So it's a very tedious task to do. Okay, but when we compare this with the REST, then we have the REST actually exposes the REST uses the JSON body. Okay, it also has an option of using a JSON for the as a data type. So but parsing of JSON is very simple as compared to the parsing of XML. Now next thing is this is a very critical thing when we talk about the security options. Then the SOAP is far ahead when we compare to the REST. Yes, why we are saying that? Because when you see SOAP uses the WS security, SOAP is adhered to this WS security specification, and the WS security specification has different ways of securing your SOAP services. You can use a token, you can use a username, password, you can sign your messages, you can encrypt your messages. Okay, and on top of that, if your server is HTTPS, then all of them has been again encrypted and send it back to the server. So it's a very secure thing when compared to the REST. And when we talk about the security options which REST provides, then it uses the basic authentication, which is the very basic thing. Second thing is OAuth. It could be used. You can use also the token based mechanism. There are different mechanisms which is available for the REST. But for the enterprise application, wherein the security is the major concern, then definitely you go with the SOAP web services. Now next point is also related to the previous point. So it's like when we are saying that there is a machine to machine interaction, or when we saying that we required an enterprise solution. So let's say you have, let's take an example of a banking software. Okay, so banking software would be used internally within the bank only. There is no public client which is using that particular services. And in the banking, we also required a good security options. Okay, so then SOAP will be the better candidate in that. But when we talk about you required an API, which would be a public facing API. So for example, Facebook. So Facebook APIs would be consumed by the Facebook itself, and we can also write a client, a mobile application which would invoke the these services. Okay, these services. So that is why the best option, almost all of the 70% public APIs are the REST. Okay, and the next point is, as it you also exposes and the JSON that can be used in the request and the response, it makes REST to be a very lightweight, maintainable and very scalable technology. Okay, and now in today's world, everything when we see, then in terms of the microservices world, every service is a kind of REST service. Now when we say there is one more major difference, it's like REST is a device independent thing. Why I am saying this? Because you have a browser with you, okay, and you are using a machine, a desktop, then a web application can also consume REST services. Then again you have a mobile with you, so the mobile, you can have a mobile app, so that mobile app can also consume the REST services. Okay, then nowadays the Android is also come into the TV, the notebooks and the other devices, so those devices can also consume the REST services. Okay, so this is where this thing is very important. So this makes REST a device independent technology. Okay, so you don't need to worry that whether this device is can be used with the REST or not. Okay, now the next and the last thing would be, nowadays as everything is moving onto the cloud, and there are various cloud offerings nowadays, Azure from the Microsoft, AWS from the Amazon, Oracle, we have one more cloud in place, the newly one. So all this clouds offerings has been exposing the REST services for their platforms. So when you want to use that cloud and when you want to put your application into those clouds, so it would be better for you if you create your services to a REST API. So the communication, the compatibility, the maintainability would be far better when compared to the SOAP web services. So that's it for today, and thank you.